There is an overwhelming concern for the increasing loss of marine life and how it is affecting keystone species like sea turtles. Sea turtles help to regulate the biodiversity of their habitats, which expand a large majority of the ocean. The leatherback, Kemp's ridley, olive ridley, green, hawksbill, loggerhead, and flatback are all considered to be threatened or endangered animals under the Endangered Species Act. Some of the threats are naturally occurring, caused by predator species like land mammals, birds, and crabs to the juvenile turtles, or tiger sharks to some of the adult species. However, most of the harm causing the global loss of sea turtle life is human-related. The primary causes of the marked decline of sea turtle populations worldwide include loss of nesting beaches to human development, excessive harvesting of sea turtles and eggs, injury or death of turtles entangled or ingesting marine debris, and incidental capture and drowning during commercial fishery activities. Bycatching increases the likelihood for sea turtle loss. Many times the sea turtles get caught in long lines or trawls as the fishermen are fishing for other species. Injuries can also occur from common boating accidents when they are struck by the boat or a propeller, damaging the shell. Marine pollution is another area of concern, ranging from oil spills to the amount of trash which is persistent in our oceans today. As plastics weather, they fragment into persistent secondary microplastics that are now considered an emerging contaminant requiring immediate attention. A major issue of concern with microplastics, among other toxins in the ocean, is that of bioaccumulation. This becomes alarming with many of the persistent organic pollutants in our waters today. Some of these include PCBs, PBDEs, and OCPs, which include toxins like DDT, which still persist today. These pollutants can come from pesticides, flame retardants, or from other household, agricultural, and industrial sources. These toxins then accumulate in the adipose or fat tissues of an animal, and so they persist for longer periods of time, causing more damage. Illegal harvesting of sea turtle meat, shells, and eggs are of grave concern for sea turtle life as well. The hawksbill sea turtle is a highly endangered species, commonly poached for its ornate shell. Tortoise shell products made from the shell are fairly available in many countries, despite the fact that they are illegal to harvest. Some of the beaches in Peru are littered with turtles that became victims to these crimes. Organizations like the World Wildlife Fund are trying to bring more awareness to the illegal trade of sea turtles. Climate change is a growing concern for future populations of sea turtles due to the rising sea levels. Many of these areas are particularly susceptible to coastal hazards such as storm surges and coastal erosion. And with the projected rise in sea level resulting from anthropogenic global warming, threats to coastal areas are increasing. Barrier Islands and many of the smaller Caribbean islands will see a drastic loss in nesting beach areas for sea turtles. Sea turtles only nest under specific conditions, so will they be able to adapt to the rising sea levels and changes in geographical design of coastlines? Another area of concern for sea turtles is in relation to beach development by humans. Sea turtles rely heavily on the light from the moon to guide them back to the water. If houses or businesses do not follow careful practices to turn off their lights facing the beach, the turtle will head in the wrong direction, many times leading to injury or death. Non-natural barriers and any beach debris are other areas of concern, which can deter a mother from depositing her eggs. If a turtle is startled, they have been known to go back into the ocean, releasing their eggs, which is a huge loss. Favorable nest placement is critical to the survival of sea turtle populations. The immediate environment of the nest, including proximity to tidal zones and supralittoral vegetation, can influence the variables that affect nest success. The nest needs just the right conditions in order to protect the eggs until they hatch. So what are some things you can put into practice in your daily life or during your next visit to the beach? Decrease or even try to omit single-use plastics from your lifestyle. What you pack in, you should also pack out, leaving the beach clear of any debris or furniture. If you dig a hole, fill it in, as well as knocking over your sand castles. These are added obstacles for the turtles. Turn your beach front lights off around dark. If you are walking the beach at night, do not use typical white light flashlights, which can confuse them. Rather, use red or amber colored flashlights. If you see a sea turtle at night or one that is nesting, be quiet and respect them from a distance. Call local wildlife contacts to make them aware of a new nest so they can mark it off and protect the area from disruption. You can also learn more and support nonprofit organizations or care facilities, like the Karen Beasley Sea Turtle Center, which is located in Surf City, North Carolina. They focus on rescue, rehabilitation, and release. These are just some of the practices you can implement in order to help keep our beaches and oceans clean and safe for keystone species like the sea turtles.